Let me guess how you feel right now. You feel numb. You have access to infinite entertainment in your pocket. You have endless food, endless movies, endless games. But you don't feel happy. You just feel a low-level anxiety, a constant hum of boredom that you try to silence with your phone. You wake up, and the first thing you do is reach for the screen. You eat your lunch while watching a video. You fall asleep scrolling. You are not broken. You are just drowning. We need to talk about dopamine. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical. That is a lie. Dopamine is not pleasure. Dopamine is craving. It is the biological signal that tells you to hunt, to seek, to work. In the 1950s, scientists put electrodes in the brains of rats. They gave the rats a lever that would stimulate their dopamine centers. The results were terrifying. The rats didn't just like the lever, they became enslaved by it. They stopped eating, they stopped sleeping, they ignored their own babies. They just pressed the lever thousands of times an hour until they died of exhaustion. Look at your hand. Look at your phone. That is your lever. But here is the science that explains why you feel so empty. It's called homeostasis. Your brain constantly tries to maintain a balance between pleasure and pain. Imagine a teeter-totter in your mind. When you do something fun, like eat a cookie or watch a funny video, the balance tips toward pleasure. You get a spike of dopamine. But your brain hates imbalance, so to level it out, it pushes down on the pain side. This is the law of neuroscience. What goes up must come down. When the video ends, you don't go back to feeling fine. You drop below baseline. You feel a tiny bit of pain, a tiny bit of lack. So what do? You watch another video to get back to neutral, and another. Eventually, your brain changes its structure. This is called downregulation. It's like drinking coffee. The first time you drank coffee, you felt like Superman. But now, you need 3 cups just to feel normal. You have fried your receptors. You have bombarded your brain with so much cheap dopamine that it has decided to shut down the sensors to protect itself. This is why a sunset looks boring to you. This is why reading a book feels impossible. This is why you can't sit in a quiet room for 5 minutes without panicking. You are physically incapable of enjoying the simple things because your tolerance is too high. You are living in a state of anhedonia, the inability to feel pleasure. So what is the solution? You don't need motivation. You need a factory reset. You need a dopamine detox. This doesn't mean you quit the internet forever. It means you need to shock your system back into balance. Here is the 24-hour protocol. For 1 full day, you must remove all sources of cheap dopamine. No phone, no computer, no music, no junk food, no video games. You are only allowed to do things that are low dopamine. You can walk. You can write with a pen and paper. You can drink water. You can sit and stare at a wall. I am not going to lie to you. The first few hours will be hell. Your brain will scream. It will beg for the lever. You will feel bored, anxious, and agitated. This pain is good. That pain is the feeling of the pleasure-pain balance resetting itself. It is the feeling of your receptors growing back. If you can survive the boredom, something magical happens. Usually around hour 20, the fog lifts. Suddenly, an apple tastes incredibly sweet. A conversation with a friend feels engaging. The colors of the trees look brighter. Because you starved the beast, your sensitivity returns. You have to stop pressing the lever. Pain is the price of admission for a clear mind. If you want to feel alive again, you have to be willing to feel bored first.